Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the new interview. Today I'm joined by the legendary Mr. Donphanatic. Is that correct? Is that the one?
It is, yeah. You meant to put the at the front,
Oh,
really
excuse
emphasize
me.
it.
Excuse
It's
me.
fine, I'll allow it.
It's all right. We can take to the Donphanatic. There we go. How are you, man? Thank you for taking the interview.
Yeah, no, I'm really good, thank you. I'm really good. Yeah, I'm just happy to be back.
Happy to be doing the content, man. Happy to be
doing the content.
That's the one. Right. So there's going to be some people, I'm assuming loads of people who are watching are going to know who you are already. But if not...
I hope so.
We'll soon see. Who are you and how much experience do you have with Draft League?
So, my name's Jack, and I'm the Donphanatic, as we've already established. So, for those of you who aren't aware, I don't even know if you're aware about this, to be fair, Flobadosh. I founded the PPL way back, I don't know how many years ago it was now, because I've grown quite a lot since then. But I founded the PPL back in Gen 6, so X and Y days. I played a lot of draft, mainly in Gen 6 and Gen 7, probably Gen 7 the most, so Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, that lot. Gen 8, I decided to step back a bit because I wasn't really that keen on it. But then I saw the PPL come back. I obviously know Jack and Ellie personally, and a lot of the people that are involved anyway, because I have known them for years. So they asked if I wanted to come back out of retirement for this season of PPL, and couldn't say no, really. So quite a lot of experience. Not really won a lot. Have made. I did a showdown league recently where I did make it to the playoffs in my first returning season, and I went 6-3, I think. So I think Gen 9 is for me, to be honest. So I'm quite happy to be back. So that's a bit about my experience.
That's awesome, man. That's dope. Yeah, once he did tell me, he told me you were the original founder. I said, oh no, that's crazy. I was trying to get a few facts right, but yeah, he had mentioned that. So that's awesome. So this whole league now that's been made this season originally comes from you, which is cool to know. And if you didn't know, comment below. So how long have you been playing? So you said Draft League. Did you start? Is that when you started back in Gen 6 days? Is that when
Gen
you started?
6, however long ago that was, like 10 years or something,
yeah, 10
I guess. Yeah, I think it was after the inspiration of, again, I'm going to throw some names like the GBA. Excuse my cat, she wants to be on the
I've got cats as well. It's fine.
Yeah, I think it was inspiration from the GBA, and that was kind of like the only real league at the time. And that was obviously based off American sports. So the inspiration was basically I wanted to make one off British sports, basically football, because I'm a football fan. And as you probably see, like a lot of the European like contestants, their sports teams tend to be around like European football teams. So that was kind of like the inspiration around bringing that in. And yeah, it was Gen 6, probably sort of like the midlife cycle. So I would say it's about 10 years ago or so that it was made now, which is mad to think.
Yeah, it really is, man. 10 years.
And I got quite a few. I got like 3 or 4 seasons of PPL in me, and I've done a few leagues here and there. So I reckon I've done at least 10 leagues or so, or seasons of draft content in the past. But like I said before, I think obviously I've done one of my showdown seasons. I did 2 games in the Bolt and Flare division of the PPL. If I don't know if people have seen those or not, because I stood in for someone. But now I'm back for season 2 myself, fully representing Norwich Ski.
Nice, man, nice. That's exciting. So is that the team name? Sorry, repeat it again if you can.
It's the Norwich Skitty. Basically,
Norwich Skitty. Okay.
I live and I'm from Norwich in the UK. I support the football team, Norwich City. So that's where Norwich Skitty came from, because it was the only name that I could really think of that would fit the pun. So that's why I'm the Norwich Skitty.
That's fair. I think Norwich Skitty would be better than Aston Villa Boys, so I'll give you that.
A lot better.
So yeah, you've been doing Draft League for 10 years. But overall, quickly, how long have you been a Pokemon fan for in general?
I mean, I got the OG Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Blue, so...
Fair enough.
I think my look's deceiving. I'm 30 this year, so I'm a lot older than people probably will think I am right now. So I can't think how old Pokemon is. I think I was about 3 or 4 when I got my first Game Boy Color. I started playing Yellow and Blue and Gold and whatever on there. I've never really had a break. I've always been a player. I frequently play Pokemon Go as well. That's a big thing for me. I probably play that more than the main series games these days, other than like Draft. So it was quite tricky coming back, because I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, what on earth is terrestrialization? Oh my god, I forget people can do that. And I'm like, oh, it's not a Z move, it's not Mega Evolution. So like yeah, I've been through all the gimmicks, all the generations, all of the systems, you name it. I've got it somewhere in the loft.
No, fair play. Too used to go Battle League to come back and then, where's the shields gone? What's... So yeah, you've done a lot of Draft League. What would you say, though, out of, again, 10 years, which, by the way, is crazy. Even that hurts my soul. What would you say is your highlight career moment? Like, if you had to pick one moment, one match, what would it be and why?
So I guess, like, my moment would be I was accepted into the GBA D League back in the day. Because you obviously had a lot of people who applied for it or were asked to join it, and I applied, was asked to join, which was cool. I did know a lot of people like in the in the GBA at that point, which probably helped. But I didn't do very well in that. My proudest moment, other than I guess founding the PPL, I did actually win a draft league, and it wasn't a very serious one, but it was a monotype draft league.
Oh, okay.
And it was one that one of my friends, like local to me here, actually organised, and I was given the ice type, which is obviously notoriously probably the worst typing you could get in a monotype league. And I actually won the whole thing. I managed to get Kyron Black, and I was like, right, Kyron Black is just my win condition in every single game, and I managed to do it, and I managed to 6-0 the rock type person as well. This was I want to say Gen 7, and it was like a showdown thing, so it really wasn't that super competitive, but I still hold on to it this day that I was a mono ice person in the draft league, and I still managed to win the whole thing despite having the worst typing. So that's probably my proudest moment.
I've got a saying that I like, bro. A dub is a dub, okay?
A dub is a dub.
We take it. There's going to be some incredible coaches this season, some incredible Pokemon. Gen 9's one of the most interesting metas. Is there any specific Pokemon that you're looking out for, or any Pokemon that you think is going to stand out this season or something?
I think lots of people were keen on gouging fire because the draft literally took place 2 or 3 days after the DLC came out, and I think a lot of people were keen on trying that out, me included. But as you'll see in the draftings, I was second to last, so I had no hope in hell of getting anything that I think would be fun or new. So I think everyone's kind of keen to see how gouging fire will get on. For me, though, I know people say Dragapult is the best mon in draft. It could just be me that's not been in mons for such a long time. I'm just kind of sitting here thinking, why? Is it because it's so fast and versatile? Probably is, and it's probably just me being naive and stupid. Looking at the things I've drafted, though, I'm really excited to try out Iron Moth.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are really hyped that thing up, and the fact that and Urshifu were a single strike were kind of available that late on to me, I just kind of thought, you know what, I'll go with these because they both look really interesting to me, and we'll just make something off the back of that. So yeah, I think kind of looking into it, gouging fire, because I think a lot of people are interested to see how that goes. I'm also interested to see how Terrapagos works as well, because we have allowed it for this season. It wasn't even one of the higher tier mons, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. It's without the Stellar Terror, obviously, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely an interesting season, man, with some Pokemon, especially Terrapagos. That's one out there, man. I asked Onesie the same question. I want to see what your answer is going to be. So it's kind of a 2-in-1. I'm going to be greedy. I apologise.
Okay.
This season, who are you most excited to battle? Like, who would you call your rival out of everyone in the current league this season?
I think the schedule was really kind to me because I've got a lot of my friends who are also based in Europe and the UK. So I get to play Shroom, who is one of my longest serving friends in the community. So I'm very excited to play him. Obviously, I've got Alex to play as well. We constantly back and forth and chat shit at each other. So that'll be a great one. And I've got him week 2, so it's not long until I do that. So that'll be fun. I've got Jack, obviously the commissioner, to play. I've also got Ellie to play. Both of them, again, long-standing friends I've known for years in the community. So all of them are fun. If I had to pick one, I would say my grudge match will probably be Shroomraver Dave, and that's at the end. That's towards the end of the season. It's hard to choose between him and Alex, I have to say. But yeah, I'm excited for all of them, really.
Who doesn't want to slap Onesie up, man?
Exactly.
So, again, you've got to back yourself in these kind of, tournaments or kind of situations, right? Leagues. If you wasn't in this league, though, who would you back to be the winner of the entire thing?
Who would I back to be the winner? My head would say probably Addison, I think.
Okay.
She'd be quite a strong contender, just watching her in other draft stuff. So while I wasn't necessarily playing draft, I still enjoyed watching it. And she has always been really good. There's quite a few people that I know, but I don't know much about them in draft. I know like Mount, for example, he's ridiculously good. He seems to win or get to the end of like every draft competition there is. I think thankfully I don't have to play either of them, so I get to dodge them, at least in the regular season. My heart, I would want obviously one of my longest serving friends in the community to win. I don't see that happening though, because there's a lot of new blood in the draft scene now, and they seem to be a lot better than us old folk in the community. But we're here to break that habit, hopefully.
I laugh because you mentioned two people other people have mentioned. I won't spoil anything for anyone that wants to watch the other interviews, of course, but two names you said, yeah, they're popping up quite a fair bit, man.
I guarantee no one will say me whatsoever. So.
Hey, you never know, man. You might have someone backing you. You'll find out when you watch them, I suppose. The last question, if you don't mind, mate. What message do you want to give to all the people that are looking out for you, specifically people who are supporting you, your team, the Norwich Skitties?
Just come along for the ride. I think there's going to be a lot of grudge matches this season. There's going to be a lot of... It's not just a Pokemon game for most of the weeks that I have. They are more than that. It's fighting friends. It's my first league back. Everyone loves to tell me I'm bad at the game. I'm not the best. I will say I'm not, but I'm definitely not the best, but I don't think I'm the worst. I seem to notoriously get lucky a lot. So if you want to see some funny games, you probably want to end up watching me as well. But don't tell anyone else this, but Alex did actually say to me the other day that I'm a lot better than people think. So I'm taking that. That was before my week 1 game, so you'll have to see how that goes as well. But yeah, like I've come back for PPL season 2. I'm hoping that I'll get lots of new viewers in, people who do like me. I think the style that I do the videos, it's all live commentary. So I'm hoping people can kind of like understand my thought process and stuff like that. So if that's your kind of thing, feel free to come on over.
That's awesome, and I'm very excited to see how you're going to perform this season. And I'll be watching with a close eye, and I'm sure Onesie will be telling me each week all the updates. And just best of luck to you, mate. It's good. It's glad to see you back, and I wish all the best for you in the future.
No, thank you very much.
No, it's been a pleasure, mate. Right, I hope you enjoyed this interview, and somewhere below you'll see more content from the channel. Speak to you in a bit.